Hello, my name is Doug Urey. I'm the Dean of School of Education, Gardner-Webb University, and also Director of Doctoral Studies. This video is to inform you about the two programs at Gardner-Webb, one in Educational Leadership and the other one in Curriculum and Instruction, with an EDD degree. And we want to tell you a little bit about it in hopes that if you're looking for a place to get an advanced degree, that you might give us an opportunity to talk to you further about that. This is at the time of this filming, we are getting ready to recruit and accept our 10th cohort of ed leaders and our 7th cohort of curriculum instruction specialists. So depending on what year you look at this video, then we're in the process of being in business with these degrees since about 2002. We'll talk first about the Ed Leaders Program. The Ed Leaders Program requires that you have an administrative license, which means you have a principal certificate, a master's degree in school administration, and preferably 3 years experience in either a teaching role or preferably in an administrative role, but we have looked at some situations other than that. The C&I program, the Curriculum Instructional EDD, does not require an administrative license, but it requires a teacher's license. The process is to submit an application. We have an April 1st deadline each year for that. In that application, there are 5 references. A required GRE score that's been taken in the last 5 years. There's a writing sample and transcripts of your graduate program and an application fee. Our graduate school and our graduate admissions can help you with additional information. And those items are online for you to go ahead and get started at your convenience. The EDD and Ed Leadership goes through a period of 6 consecutive semesters. Now here's some uniqueness about our program. We do not offer 3-hour courses. We offer 6-hour learning modules with a 1-hour internship attached to that. Here's the name of the Ed Leaders modules, and we'll look at the C&I modules on the next slide. So the very first semester, which right now will always be in the fall, is a theory module. 6 hours of credit looking at curriculum and organizational theory. There'll be a 1-hour internship attached to that. The spring of your first year or your second semester is a management module with a 1-hour internship. The first summer or third semester that you're in the program is a research module. We had 6 with 1 and 1 internship. We now have a 12-hour summer module with another 1-hour internship. The second year, your fall starts with school reform, 6 hours again. Ethics and policy in your second spring or 5th semester with a 1-hour internship. Your last summer or second summer or 6th semester, the module's instruction supervision. Again, it is 12 hours with a 1-hour internship. Following completion of those 6 semesters and those credits, there's a dissertation module of 6 hours and then an additional dissertation module of 3 hours. So you have a minimum of 9 hours required for dissertation, which would be in your 7th and 8th semester. If your dissertation is completed at that time, then you're through with the program. If not, you continue to take 3-hour dissertation hours until you have completed that dissertation. So you have a minimum of 8 semesters. We've had a few people even do it in a little less than that, but that means they're starting on their dissertation ahead of time. That's a second piece that makes our program very attractive. We actually begin writing your dissertation in your very first semester. We start looking at problem statements and lit reviews and move through the process of helping you write that as we go so that you don't wait till the very end to go write your dissertation, and that's why we've had some people finish it in a very timely manner. We'll cover some of the specifics, but in addition to the module system that integrates the content, it's also been a popular program from the standpoint that we meet on Friday nights and Saturdays, meaning that we are able to work with those people who have full-time jobs can come in on Friday afternoon. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we move through the slides. Now our C&I program 6 consecutive semesters with 2 semesters of dissertation tacked onto the end, 6 hours of theory, 6 hours of issues and models of curriculum, 12 hours of research, 6 hours of reform and change, 6 hours of assessment and evaluation, 12 hours of instructional supervision, 6 and 3 hours of dissertation for a minimum of 8 semesters. So we got 6 plus an internship, makes 7, 6 plus an internship, 12 plus 1, 6 plus 1, 6 plus 1, 12 plus 1, and 6 and 3. There's no internship attached to the dissertation hours. So for a total of 7, 7, 14, and 13 is 27. We repeat that, 54 plus 9, we've got 63 hours in the program for completion. The differences between the ed leaders and the C&I is the 2nd and 5th module. That's totally different. There's a little bit of difference even in the content along the way, but those are the 2 major differences. The ed leaders carries a superintendent's certificate with it. C&I carries a level 3 curriculum and supervision. So there's the biggest difference between the 2. People ask, which should I do? Well, it depends on your career aspirations. If you want to stay in the classroom or want to be a curriculum leader in a school or curriculum leader in a school system, then the C&I will be appropriate. If you're interested in being a superintendent one day, then the superintendent's license may be of benefit to you. Process is we take applications until April 1st. We review and rank those applications based on a point system where we look at your references, your transcript, GRE score, your writing sample, and give points for that, and we're able to rank those applicants. Then we will invite in a certain number of those applicants based on that ranking and have panel discussions. We're looking for people who can communicate, people who can work together, because we are all cohort model. So we're looking at people who have some of those interaction type skills. In an acceptance time, usually around June the 1st, and an orientation that's either set up in early August or we have done it on the first night of class, which would be about mid-August. The class schedules in the fall and spring will be Friday nights and Saturdays. The Fridays is from 6 to 10, Saturdays from 9 to 5. We do this 7 weekends. That's in the ed leaders and the C&I. Not necessarily every other weekend, but we try to work schedules around the people in the program, the candidates in the program, so that we can avoid conflicts as much as possible. Summer semesters in that day are 12-hour credits. It is a little bit longer. Typically it works out to about 12 full days, and some of these are during the week. So if you're interested in the program, we cover you pretty well during the school year as far as work, but we need you here in the summer. We give it, with the 12 hours credit, we justify some of that too, with not a full, say this was 7 weekends, we don't go 14 weekends or 28 days. We justify that through the first summer semester that you're here, you're doing a research module, and there's some program evaluation pieces that are going on throughout the year. So you're out in the field doing some work, and some of those hours will count towards that summer credit. The second summer is your internship portfolio submission. So you're doing throughout the program some internship activities in these 1-hour internships. And therefore, by the time you get to that second summer session, you've spent a lot of time out in the field, so those hours are justified. The advantages of our program: it's an integrated program where we're not studying just theory, we're looking at theory from a curriculum and organizational standpoint. I think that makes it more practical. We're hands-on as we move through to the process of electronic portfolios, which is being required by the state for licensure purposes. Then we're required for you to show evidence of your skills and abilities to work with other people. We think that makes this program very practical. We are a cohort model, which means when you come in with a group in the fall, you'll be with that group for at least 6 consecutive semesters, and then the dissertation time you're more on your own. The time frame is advantageous in that you don't have to miss work during the school year. Research is integrated into that as we're looking at research, proven research or data that shows us things that work in schools. It's a non-traditional model from the standpoint of seat time and lecture time. We don't do do some lecture, but not a great deal. We're a lot of seminar work, student-led activities, and some hands-on pieces. Disadvantages is we can't take transfers from any other school because of the integrated modules not being course-related. There's some time away from family, but that's going to be true in any program you're in. You have to be highly motivated intrinsically because we're not hung up on grades. We're looking at performance and demonstration. And being non-traditional is a disadvantage for some people because of the grading system, the assessment system. As we move to the electronic portfolio pieces, it's more of a rubric grading rather than a numerical or letter grade. Timeline, we said April 1st, 2012. That's this particular taping. If we're looking at this in a different year, we're still looking at April 1st in whatever year that might be. I'm assuming we can use this video in years to come. Panel interviews sometime early May, acceptance letters by June the 1st, orientation at least by the first class meeting. Classes this particular year will begin August 20th. This might change if you're looking at this in 2013 or 14 or maybe even 15. Additional information, there's a lot of, we have high expectations for your ability to write. It's important that you can write in a way that is highly objective and research-based. There's a need for you to get someone to edit your work all along the way. Toward the end, it's a requirement. Cost of books, we're probably looking now in the neighborhood of $2,500 for the whole program. We have an IRB requirement, which means you must pass an IRB certification. This is Institutional Review Board. As you're working in research, you have to make sure that everything is harmless toward individuals or humans. Attendance is very important since we only meet X number of times during any given semester. Also in this attendance concept, remember that you have to be here during the summer, not every day, day after day, but some days during the week. So if you're interested in this program, check with your supervisor, tell them you're fixing to start a program that may require you to be away some during the summer. If you have questions, you can call me at 704-406-4402 or through the School of Education 704-406-3030, or you can call the Graduate School 704-406-3020, or you can call Graduate Admissions. You can start with 704-406-3987, and we look forward to talking with you.